There's a pretty steady chorus of complaints about the new laptops that Apple unveiled last week. Among the many criticisms, photographers have been up in arms about the removal of the SD card slot. In an interview with The Independent, Phil Schiller defended the decision, calling the slot cumbersome and obsolete. And this wireless transfer will work just fine, Phil says. Yeah, it's fine. When asked if macOS would ever be combined with iOS, Schiller insisted that Apple was steadfast in the belief that the two OSes are fundamentally different. He also says there have been more online orders for the new MacBook Pro than ever before, and he encouraged all the passionate dialogue around the product. Now, I know what your daughter dressed up as for Halloween. I know who you're not voting for, but I don't know what your thoughts are on the new MacBook Pros. What do you think, Owen?
Hold on while I munch on this popcorn. Just give me. Oh wait, we're in the middle of the show. I'll put the popcorn. I'll get the popcorn later. My bad.
You were so just riveted by my discussion that you needed popcorn like a movie.
Because it's so delicious and evil. Okay, it's rant time. I hate this MacBook Pro. This fool is stupid. First of all, how are you going to make a MacBook Pro and give me a headphone jack that you didn't give me on my phone, but you don't give me a USB port so I could charge and use my phone on that device? You give me all these C devices so I can have dongles sticking all over the place, but you don't give me an SD card slot. Oh, it's cumbersome? It's cumbersome. It's cumbersome? It's the thinnest, lightest, fluffiest magical courage thing in the world. What do you mean this is cumbersome? This is thinner than your C slot device. Like, people, you call it a pro device, but now you've made every device a pro, and that makes it not a professional's device. A professional's not going to use this little 13 thing piece of crap with 8 gigs RAM. I'm going to spend $3,000, $4,000 for the professional device, which is a little stupid touchpad, so I could put emojis. So I need emojis. I already had shortcut keys. Professionals use shortcut keys. I use for Photoshop. I use for Final Cut Pro. I don't need to program this tiny, minuscule screen to have a great laptop. So you made it thinner so you could make more money with dongle ties and still put a headphone jack in it that you told me I didn't need. It's so stupid. And the reason it's the highest selling MacBook ever is because you haven't updated that stupid laptop with that old processor that overheats in 7 years. So all these professionals have been waiting around hoping the Lord Jesus that they would get something powerful and mobile. And you gave them this, and they have to take it because of the processor upgrade, not because of your innovation, not because everybody wants dongles all over the place, but because they're professionals and they have to. That's why.
Whoa. I feel like I should have been taking notes like it was a debate because I had some points to come back at you, but then I just got overwhelmed and I need the popcorn.
It's a barrage. That's why I had the popcorn ready. You over here and he over here talking all this fluffy stuff about his sales and about everything that he did. Just tell me this. Why is there a headphone jack on the laptop?
Okay, well, the argument for that is that this is a pro device, and in the laptop, that port might be used for a microphone. It might be used for a monitor. It might be used for any other kind of pro recording equipment.
What professional uses that for a microphone input? I'm going to wait.
I think podcasters do. Burke is saying nobody does.
Professional podcast, excuse me, I'm getting upset. Professional podcasters do not use that. They do not use the headphone input jack for their microphone. They don't. They don't.
I mean, I don't. You don't. We don't. So I guess that's a good.
And even if they did, didn't you create a dongle for that? That you told me was better as a transitional port? So I can't even charge my phone directly in this laptop without having a dongle in it. So if you're going to tell me that something's magical and better for me, and you create a dongle that you charge $9 for, why don't I have a lightning cable charger in that port? Because that would appease both situations for the professional that needs the headphone jack and the person that wants to charge their phone. See, because that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, who's thinking about this stuff? And then come tell me what to think about this little bar with the little emojis on it and how adaptive I'm going to be and how much faster I'm going to work, having to reach all the way to the top of the screen and scroll when I've got a mouse, a trackpad, a whizzy ball, my brain. And I mean, don't even get me started on the fact that this is the company that reinvented touchscreens, and they still haven't put in a laptop. While the Microsoft Surface Pro book, whatever, has, it's $2,000. It's got a great processor, 16 gigs RAM. It detaches. I could draw it. I could do everything on the screen. But Apple just over here not doing nothing. I mean, Microsoft just made a new iMac that lays flat, uses the touchscreen. I could do. What is Apple doing? Where's my innovation? I miss you, Steve. Oh, I do. I miss him.
Okay, so I guess you're not going to buy my argument about this SD card sticks out a little bit. That's why it's cumbersome.
Because I'm running down the street with my MacBook Pro. I might just get hung up with wind resistance of this SD card. What? The dongles aren't cumbersome? You dongles? You got 42 alien ears sticking out of this laptop, but you going to tell me about this little card that's cumbersome? No, I'm not buying that.
You're the puppet.
Hey, look, I love Apple stuff. I'm Mac boy friendly, but I'm not stupid. They don't pay my bills. Ain't nobody called me from Apple and told me they love me lately. They don't call me like you do. So no, I'm not falling for this mousetrap. It's just bad business in general. But it's Apple, so they can get away with it. That's you just. I'm sorry.
So what you're saying is you're going to buy one anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But you know what I'm going to do in protest? I'm getting the one without that little stupid whiz screen, and I'm going to pay the extra $500 just to get it upgraded so I can be normal. But I'm not paying for that stupid trackpad screen. I'm not doing it. It's useless. It's pointless. I got big fingers.
Well, I think you've convinced a lot of us of something.
I didn't convince you of nothing. You want one. You need it in your life. You're drooling about it. You're going to go to sleep tonight. He don't know what he's talking about.